another question, and of course, depending on what social media site you're looking at, you'll find different answers to this, but there's always promises of a pill or a remedy or a tonic or something that's going to help with hypertension, flank pain, GFR, whatever it is related to PKD. I guess I have to ask, is there anything that you possibly know of that is holistic as an effective measure to help treat PKD or symptoms of PKD? I know.
That's a tough one. As a researcher, I've experimented with things that seem effective, but there's still just in animal studies. We published our paper back in 2019. That's our cell metabolism paper on ketogenic diet and other forms of ketosis that all seem to be effective at, slowing down or reversing PKD in the animal models. And then we also showed that beta-hydroxybutyrate was able to prevent the progression of the disease in that model as well. So we concluded there that VHB might be a central mediator in this effect. Then that was the genesis of the trial at Roman Miller's group in Germany, where they tested a ketogenic diet and they did water fast versus just a controlled diet. And they saw that the ketogenic diet was already starting to show effects on kidney pain, the cyst size, and, just within 3 months, they were seeing all these improvements in a very short period of time. That doesn't prove that it's BHB, because ketogenic diet is like a sledgehammer. It does a lot of things. There's a lot of different pathways that are being altered in that process. But we just had this paper that came out that showed BHB and citrate. That's the medical food that we designed at Sour Nutrients. That has a similar effect in being able to slow progression. It seems to work from different angles or different mechanisms. Both BHB and citrate have some unique properties that seem together work synergistically. And we were able to show that that was preventative in young animals, and in adult animals, it slowed the progression and modestly reduced it or reversed some of the signs. So it seems like it has some potential to do something in future trials. So we've got a lot of evidence that says that BHB might be a very effective strategy, but it's not a drug and it's not like something that's approved for PKD. It's just something that we're hopefully going to keep learning more about. And I have even more research that's going to come out hopefully soon enough that will even give us more information, like preclinical data, to kind of support that idea that BHB is effective.
I guess we can finish it up by what's next in PKD? What's next in research? What are you working on? What do you know that is being worked on? That's just a question that pops up. But yeah, what's next?
Well, it's always new stuff, similar and new. I mean, for myself, I'm constantly working on new projects. I'm really fascinated by the metabolism and the nutrition aspects of PKD. So I can't say all the things I work on, because otherwise then all of the cat gets out of the bag and
everybody wants.
Well, they might scoop you on a project. That's why it's scary. I'll just say that there are a lot of insights into how different changes in diet are effective in treating PKD. And I work with animals, so everything I do is in mouse and rat models. And so we try different treatments like dietary interventions, like different compositions of fats for diets. We'll try different compounds that should activate some of these pathways that we're interested in, but really trying to stay on the more natural product side rather than looking at like just, drugs. I think that the safety profile of natural product is much better. So you just don't have as many of the scary things to worry about. Like if you have a drug that is very, like a strong agonist for this receptor, then there's always going to be toxicity, side effects, off-target effects. You can have that with natural products, but usually the safety threshold is much larger. So like with citrate and BHB, it's like, okay, you can have a lot of this stuff without, the salt is going to be a bigger problem before actually the BHB is a problem, or the citrate, it's like the acid's going to be more of a problem before you get to the part where your tummy's going to hurt before you can eat enough of this stuff to give you a problem.